What's good, Knicks Nation? It's your boy Malik, and we're just days away from tip-off. But hold up, we've got some drama brewing with that last rotation spot. Plus, I've got some bold predictions that might just blow your mind. So grab your coffee, tea, or whatever gets you hyped, because we're about to dive deep into all things Knicks. First off, can you believe we're this close to the season and we still don't know who's grabbing that 9th spot in the rotation? It's wild, fam. We've got a whole bunch of contenders, including some names you might not expect. Let's break it down. All right, let's run through our options. 1. Landry Shamet. Now, Shamet was the clear frontrunner before he got hurt. That shoulder injury's got us all wondering what's next. The fact that he hasn't been waived yet could be a good sign, or maybe they're just waiting to see how bad it really is. Here's the thing, Knicks fam. There's probably a line in the sand between an injury timeline the team can deal with and one that's just too long. Is it 3 weeks, 5 weeks, a month and a half? We don't know, but it might depend on how excited they are about the other options. 2. Tyler Kolek, the people's choice, am I right? Now I know what you're thinking. Malik, rookies don't play on contending teams. But hear me out. Kolek ain't your average rookie. First off, he's 23 years old with 4 years of college ball under his belt. That's practically a vet in today's NBA. And did y'all see him in Summer League and in preseason? Man was out there looking like a young Steve Nash, dropping dimes all over the place. But here's the real kicker. Kolek might just be the best passer on the entire squad. Yeah, I said it. And with Cat in the mix now, we need someone who can feed the big man in creative ways. Now, Thibs has a history of giving rookies a shot if he thinks they're ready. Remember Emmanuel Quickly, Obi Toppin, Quentin Grimes. All these guys got minutes in their rookie seasons, so don't be shocked if you see Kolek out there running the second unit. 3. TJ Warren. Now this is a comeback story if I've ever seen one. Warren was lighting it up in the bubble a few years back, but injuries have kept him off the court. He's played less than 1,000 minutes in the last 4 seasons combined. But if he's healthy, this could be a game changer. At 6 feet 8 inches, he solves our size problem off the bench. And let's be real, scoring touch doesn't just disappear. If Warren can get back to even 70% of what he was, that's a steal for the 9th man in the rotation. 4. Jericho Sims. Sometimes you just need a reliable big man, you feel me? Sims is like that ham sandwich in your lunchbox. You know exactly what you're getting. It ain't gonna blow your mind, but it gets the job done. The Sims question is really about what kind of look Tibbs wants for that second unit. If he's all about rebounding and rim protection, Sims makes a lot of sense. But if Tibbs wants to juice up the offense and keep the pace high when the starters sit, we might need to look elsewhere. 5. Ariel Hukporti. Don't sleep on this international talent, Knicks fam. Hukporti threw his hat in the ring with that impressive game against Charlotte. There's talk that he might have been drafted higher if he was healthy leading up to the draft. Here's something to chew on. Hukporti is 22 and has been playing pro ball for 6 years. He's got experience with the German national team too. It wouldn't be a complete shock if he leapfrogged Sims in the rotation. 6th, Pakomi Dadiet. All right, I know what you're thinking. Malik, you're bugging. This kid's only 19 inches. And you're right. It would be a huge upset if Dadiet cracked the rotation right away. But did y'all see him against the Hornets? It wasn't just about hitting corner threes. This kid's got instincts. The way he cuts off ball, the way he anticipates defensive rotations, it's impressive for someone his age. Now, I'm not saying he's ready to go toe-to-toe with Jason Tatum on opening night, but keep an eye on Dadiet. He might surprise us sooner rather than later. Now, here's where it gets interesting. We might not be done making moves, Knicks Nation. There's talk about Marcus Morris coming back, and who knows what other vets might shake loose from other teams. Morris makes sense on paper. He can play alongside Precious Achiuwa and give us the spacing of a smaller player without sacrificing size. Plus, his toughness fits right in with the identity of this team. But let's not forget about guys like Reggie Bullock, Jalen McDaniels, or Lonnie Walker IV. They're out there, and you never know what Leon Rose might have up his sleeve. Now here's the real question, Knicks fam. How much does this 9th spot even matter? Look at the Celtics last year. They had a stacked starting 5, just like us. Their ninth man was barely playing 7 minutes a game to start the season. During their 8th and 2nd start last year, the Celtics' ninth man averaged just 7.5 minutes per game. Some nights it was as low as 3 minutes. So let's keep this in perspective. As long as our core stays healthy, we're gonna be all right. This 9th spot is important for depth, sure, but it's not gonna make or break our season. All right, Knicks Nation, now that we've broken down the rotation battle, let's get into some spicy predictions for the season. Y'all ready for this? Because I'm about to bring the heat. Prediction number 1, we're starting hot. Now I know what you're thinking. Malik, have you seen our schedule? Those first 10 games are brutal. And you're right. We're talking about a gauntlet of top-tier teams right off the bat. But here's why I think we're gonna surprise some people. First off, this ain't the same Knicks team that started slow the last couple years. We've added Cat. We've got a full season of OG Anunoby. And Jalen Brunson is coming off a breakout year. This squad is stacked, and they know it. Secondly, I think this team is on a mission. They're not just trying to make the playoffs anymore. They're trying to send a message to the entire league that the Knicks are for real. And what better way to do that than by taking down some of the top dogs right out of the gate? So yeah, that opening stretch is tough, but I think this team is going to relish the challenge. Don't be surprised if we're sitting at 7-3 or even 8-2 after those first 10 games. The Garden's going to be rocking, and the league's going to be put on notice. Prediction number 2, Mitchell Robinson's getting traded before the deadline. Now, before you all start coming for me in the comments, let me explain. I love Mitch. The man is a defensive beast, a lob threat, and he's got that New York grit we all love. But from a strategic standpoint, this move makes a lot of sense. First off, we've got Cat now. If Tibbs feels comfortable playing Towns at the 5 for most of his minutes, that makes Mitch somewhat expendable. And here's the thing. Mitch might be our biggest trade chip. His salary opens up a lot of possibilities in terms of who we could acquire. And if we package him with someone like Precious, now we're talking about the potential to land a real game changer. Let's not forget, Leon Rose has made a pre-deadline move every year he's been in charge. He's always looking to improve the team. And with the Knicks in win-now mode, I could see him pulling the trigger on a big move. Now this prediction comes with some caveats. It depends on Cat's performance at center, Precious Achiuwa's development, and what kind of offers we might get. But don't be shocked if you see Mitch in another jersey by February. Prediction number 3. OG, Anunoby, and Mikal Bridges are both making all defense. Alright, let's talk about our wing defenders for a second. OG and Mikal, these dudes are gonna lock down the entire league. I'm talking handcuffs, prison bars, Fort Knox level lockdown. Now, I know it's rare for 2 perimeter players from the same team to make all defense, but have you seen these guys? OG's built like a linebacker, but moves like a ballerina. And Mikal? Man's got arms longer than a giraffe's neck. They're gonna be giving opposing wings nightmares all season long. The only question mark here is health. OG's only hit the 65-game mark once in the last 4 years, but I'm feeling optimistic. With the depth we've got and Tibbs managing minutes, I think both these guys are going to play enough to make their case for all defense. And let's be real, the narrative is there. The Knicks are going to be one of the best defensive teams in the league, and these two are going to be a big reason why. The media loves a good story, and Knicks lockdown duo leads team back to prominence is a headline waiting to happen. Prediction number 4. The New York Knicks are going to the NBA Finals. Yeah, I said it. The New York Knicks are going to the NBA Finals. Now, before you close this video and unsubscribe, hear me out. First off, let's look at our roster. We've got an all-star point guard in Jalen Brunson who's only getting better. We've got a unicorn in Karl-Anthony Towns who can score from anywhere on the court. We've got elite 3 and D wings in OG and Mikal. And we've got depth for days. Secondly, look at the East. Yeah, Philly loaded up this offseason, but they've also got injury concerns and some chemistry questions to figure out. Boston, who knows what's happening with Kristaps Porzingis? Will they be as hungry after just winning the title? Milwaukee, they're tough, but they're also a year older. The path is there, folks. And I think this Knicks team has what it takes to navigate it. Now, I'm not quite ready to guarantee a chip. The West is loaded, and we'd likely have to go through either Denver, Phoenix, Dallas, or Oklahoma City in the finals. But just making it there, That's within reach. Think about what that would mean for this city. The Knicks haven't been to the finals since '99. A whole generation of fans has grown up without seeing their team compete for a title. The energy in the garden during a finals game, unimaginable. So there you have it, Knicks fans. We've broken down the rotation battle and I've given you my bold predictions for the season. Now I want to hear from you. Who do you think should get that 9th spot in the rotation? And what are your predictions for the season? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, whether you agree with me or think I've lost my mind, we're all in this together. This is our team, our city, our time. Before we go, make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on those notifications. We'll be dropping heat all season long, and you don't want to miss out. This is Malik, signing off. Remember, win or lose, we rep that orange and blue. Let's go Knicks!